Hey there, Saints. Pastor Dave here with another weekly devotional for all the Saints. Hope you're having a good Wednesday, and got a reading for you from C.S. Lewis's collected works. This one's from Mere Christianity, and it's on the subject of authority. There are three things that spread the Christ life to us: baptism, belief, and that mysterious action which different Christians call by different names: Holy Communion, the Mass, the Lord's Supper. At least those are the three ordinary methods. I cannot see myself why these things should be the conductors of the new kind of life, but though I can't see why it should be so, I can tell you why I believe it is so. It seems plain as a matter of history that Jesus taught his followers that the new life was communicated in this way. In other words, I believe it on his authority. Do not be scared by the word authority. Believing things on authority only means believing them because you've been told them by someone you think trustworthy. 99% of the things you believe are believed on authority. I believe there is such a place as New York. I've not seen it myself. I could not prove it by abstract reasoning that there must be such a place. I believe it because reliable people have told me so. The ordinary person believes in the solar system, atoms, evolution, the circulation of the blood, all on authority because the scientists say so. Every historical statement in the world is believed on authority. None of us has seen the Norman conquest or the defeat of the Armada. None of us could prove them by pure logic as you prove a thing in mathematics. We believe them simply because people who did see them have left writings that tell us about them. In fact, on authority. A man who jibbed at authority in other things, as some people do in religion, would have to be content to know nothing all his life. Well, friends, I wonder what you think about authority, about the concept, the idea of authority. Let me give you a quick philosophy lesson. There are philosophers say in the study of metaphysics how we know things. There are four basic ways that you can know anything. One is innately. Innate knowledge is kind of like pain hurts knowledge. It's the knowledge that you just have. Nobody has to teach it to you. These are just things that you know naturally. Inductive knowledge are the things that you can reason your way to. If you start with certain principles, you can figure other things out. So mathematics is a lot of inductive reasoning. Then there's empirical knowledge, which are the things that we can put our five senses on, the way that we understand the world, things we can see, taste, touch, smell, hear. When we use our senses to take in knowledge from the world, that's empirical knowledge. And then authority, things that we know because somebody else said so. And as Lewis points out here, that is where the great majority of our knowledge actually comes from. If you think about it, most of the things that we know are things that somebody taught us that we didn't see for ourselves. We haven't been able to put it to the empirical test on our own. Everything that we know about the solar system, everything we know about world history, everything that we know about human biology, entomology, metallurgy, anything that computer science, anything that is not our direct field, and even then most of our direct field is beyond our own ability to empirically test out. So much of that knowledge is based on authority. Somebody else said so. And often when it comes to the topic of faith, to the Christian religion, we suddenly decide, for no particular reason, that authority isn't a good enough way to know things. That because somebody taught us this is not good enough to convince or convict us that this is the truth. And Lewis is saying, essentially, the rest of our knowledge doesn't work that way. Why do we hold religious knowledge to a different standard? Can you imagine if you didn't believe that the airplane was going to fly until you personally examined every system in it? Could you imagine if you didn't believe that ship could sail unless you had personally checked over every inch of it. If you personally have to experience every single part of the Christian doctrine in order to affirm it as true, you might be waiting a long time. But if you're willing to listen to those who have gone before you, to listen to the writers of Scripture, to listen to wise men and women, prophets, preachers, apostles, disciples who have gone before you, if you're willing to invest them with some kind of authority and to say, I trust their experience, I trust their knowledge on this matter, you might be able to get quite a bit farther in your walk with Jesus. Think about that this week, saints. Hope that is helpful. Hopefully something worth exploring. And I hope that you are doing well. And I'll see you again soon. Take care.